Hi everyone, it's Saunter Scamper here on Tuesday, May 22nd, 2018. My dreadlocks are now 22 months old, or as Seba Triu would say, 1 by 10. 1 year, 10 months. So I got my dreads on July 9th, 2016 and installed extensions about 8 months into it, and then removed them in December of 2017. So I haven't been doing as many updates as I originally did. There are a few reasons for that. Most of them I won't share. But I wanted to do this video. First of all, I wanted to say, okay, so I get comments and I try to approve all of them for the most part, even if they're negative, okay? As long as they're not like saying my address or what car I drive or some thing that's very specific that really people on YouTube don't really need to know. I usually approve most comments, so even negative ones. So what I want to say is this, it's a thought I have. Okay, so a lot of times I'll get comments and you'll look at my old videos and you might see some comments. I don't read comments very much if I'm watching videos. Perhaps you don't either. So anyway, but I do want to say, okay, so regarding having a YouTube channel, everyone's got their own reason or what their purpose is for putting themselves on YouTube when they've got like a do-it-yourself or this is how I kind of reason or like concept if they're doing a YouTube channel. Every different kind of YouTube channel there is. So for me, having a hair channel, dreadlocks, it isn't to be an expert, okay? It is actually more for me to be experimenting, not necessarily on purpose because of YouTube, because I'm not making money off of this. So I'm not like trying out products because I'm getting paid. So it's more like I'm sharing my experience. So it's okay that I make mistakes. I'm experimenting, not, like I said, on purpose, just having, a range of, I think, normal experiences. So I'm not trying to be perfect here. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm perfect. I'm trying to be really honest about my experiences and the outcomes. And also just, even more importantly than just experimenting, I would say I'm paying attention and reporting to you, honestly, as much as I can. Honestly, paying attention and reporting. So observing. So, since December, so this is May 22nd of 2018, since December of 2017, I haven't been uploading as much as I used to. And I don't like that. That was not intentional. It was a combination of a few different things. For one, just logistics. My new apartment is amazing, but I don't find places in it where I want to share, partly because I've got a lot of windows and I don't want people seeing exactly where I live out the windows. And I'm in the bathroom right now. Maybe you can't hear the noise, but it's a fan that's permanently on in this bathroom that can't be turned off unless I get up in there. And I could probably do that. I also don't really like the way that the bathroom looks undecorated. I'll probably cut this stuff out. Then there's the YouTube creator that went away, so I can't upload multiple like short snippets and like edit them together on YouTube. I still haven't figured out, and please feel free to give me an idea of like a video editing that's simple or cheap or either open source or PC based that I could use to edit my videos together. I have iMovie on my iPads, but it's very limited in its ability. And even when I use iMovie, I can't upload to YouTube, not because of YouTube, but because of my iPad or something. I don't know. Anything longer than like 9 minutes. So anyway, so what I want to share with you, my dreads are 22 months old now. And I've had some issues. Okay, so not as much from the extensions that I made and put in myself. More my issues that I'm running into are regarding my use of, I'm not going to blame Dr. Locks, but I will link to the 2 videos below that I'm talking about. For one, The first one is the way that I maintained my roots. I used Dr. Locke's video called Dread Maintenance with Human Hair Afro Bulk. That was published by them on December 11th, 2014. I'm not going to say I applied it correctly. Okay, I don't believe I applied this correctly, but I applied it incorrectly to maintaining the short new growth on my roots. And I mentioned it last time, probably on my last video, look back. I created what became weak spots, not dreading areas, that when I hold it out, it goes down. And this really isn't a great example of it, but I wrapped it around too tight at the roots at the time, around too tight, the Afro bulk, and also, yeah, too tight, so it couldn't really like scrunch down when my hair shedded into the dread. And so it created these areas that weren't dreading. Like, for instance, this is one right here. Okay, so this isn't really dreaded. I had done a maintenance around the top here, wrapping the Afro kink bulk around the top here. And then the shedded hair did not get to go down through into here. So this is like thick, then this is thin and also not dreaded, which is the bigger problem, I think. And then here. So I've got a lot of that. I maintained it with the Afro kink bulk maybe like 3 times, a couple months apart, maybe a year ago, a little more than a year. So here's an example. Whenever I try to crochet this loose hair that's here, come out, in here, it comes out of the dread. So, other thing I've done with some of them, because when I remove the Afro kink hair from around that, I used the video called Filling Thin Spots on Dreads with Human Hair Afro Bulk by Dr. Locke's. That was published on July 10th, 2014. So if you're interested, you can look at that video. What I did maybe March of 2018, and it was to fill in some of the areas that were thinner because I had done this type of root maintenance incorrectly, for sure. Because yeah, they do how-tos on Dr. Locke's, but they're not telling you that you're going to be an expert if you do it your approximation of what they're telling you. So for sure not telling you that they're wrong. Okay, so here's an example of one that I did not do the repairing thin spots on dreads, filling in. So I didn't do that on all of them. I did it on the minimum amount possible because I don't want to put more human hair in my dreads like that isn't mine, just because I don't like the way it feels when it's not mine, because I just had removed that. So anyway, so this is an example of one where you see here, okay, so we've got all of this. This is all my hair right here. It's not dreading into this. This is a thin spot. So I would have had like right around here, I would have done my root maintenance around here with the Afro kink. Then the shedded hair would not have gone in here because I had it too tight. Had some more up through here. And this stuff's not dreading into this area. If you feel this, you can just pinch it. There's no dreading in here. In this area right through here, all the way through here, there's no dreading. Okay, this is my original dreadlock when I got my dreads done. This is all the spot. This is all the area that dreaded from my original hair that got dreaded, you know, as it matured. So it's thicker. And then this area here is thinner. It was like slowed down. The process here, from here to here, was slowed down because I wrapped the Afro kink around my own hair too tightly, too much, and left it in. And it kept my hair from scrunching down in here and dreading this. So then from here, from my roots down to where I have this rubber band around, this stuff is pretty normal. This is my own hair dreading without being hindered by me intervening in the wrong way. Okay, so here's this. This is the growth. This is probably the last like 8 months of growth here, from here to my scalp. So now some of these here because I've tried to crochet this loose hair that's not dreaded in here to like strengthen it. It won't stay in. My hair is really soft and smooth. So probably, at least on some, like ones that are pretty thin like this with kind of a thicker end, I'll probably end up reusing the, see, look here, my hair is bending at this awkward angle. That's because of me maintaining my roots the wrong way. So I'll probably use this Filling Thin Spots on Dreads with Human Hair Afro Bulk by Dr. Locks again on here, on this one that I showed you here before. And a few other ones. I mean, I'm trying to minimize it because I want to minimize my use of other hair because I don't like the way it feels, right? I told you that before. So, and the thing is, so if I lost my dread, so if it pulled off, I'd have hair from here to here. I would not have this part of my dread. That's a good 6 inches here that I would lose. And it's okay. I keep it, but it's just harder to reattach, right, than like attach it better once it's like while it's still attached. So that's what I'm considering doing here. It's not pretty. This isn't a very romantic dreadlock video. I don't really think I was intending it to be anyway, but yes, so experimentation and real life, and it's going how it's going. It's pretty cool that my dreads are like, you know, dreading from the roots. Yeah, so I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience and noticing things. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing here. And I'm by no means doing it exactly right. In fact, there's probably no such thing, but definitely there's such a thing as doing it better than I have been sharing with you. But at least I'm showing up here as much as I can. And you know what? I should probably be doing that more often. All right, take care, and I hope to see you soon. Please comment below, even if it's negative, as long as it doesn't say where I work or live or what my full name and social security number is. I'll probably publish it. Also, not super abusive. All right, take care.